Well, welcome back again. It's part 4 of the alacanti pikeman, and today we're going to be concentrating on the tassels of the pike and the plume. Now, I've done a bit of a cheat on this one. I've done that one a step or so in front to try and cut down on the length of time. So that is Mephiston red on there, just plain Mephiston red. The next thing I do is trusty old Agrax Earthshade. This is still the old formula. Don't know whether they've done a new formula for this. Probably have, from GW. So anyway, on we go and give the tassels a bit of a coat so it sinks into the crevices there. And away we go on the crest, getting it to sink in all the detail there. So that's how quicker that is. Need me to slap it on a bit more because I haven't done the armour on that one. But yeah, we'll put that to one side. And oops, sorry about that, folks. We'll then move on to the next stage while that one dries. So back to the original one we was doing. That basically is, folks, what we've just shown you. It's Mephiston red with Agrax brown on. So now I'm going to dry brush over that red plume and tassels, back with Mephiston red. Now this is where we have to be careful, especially with when we've already painted bits around. So again, some on your brush and we'll just get rid of the majority of that. So dry brush the best you can across the tassels like so. Now the more difficult bit. So we have to be a bit more careful, folks. Hope you can see what I'm doing. I don't know whether the lighting's right again. So yeah, tend to work away from the metal work if you can. Careful when you get close to it anyway, at least. So over the top of the crescent there, over on the other side. There you go. I don't know whether you can see that at all. Yeah, you might not be able to see that yet. I think my lighting's a bit wrong, or the angle of what I've done today is wrong. So anyway, clean your brush out. Now you have to be careful now because there's moisture in the bristles, which will make the paint react slightly different. So the next for dry brushing is Evil Sun Scarlet. What you can hear rattling is the stainless steel ball inside here. It helps mix the paint a bit easier. I tend to do it in most pots. Mixes the paint better. The AK Interactive 3G, they automatically come with them in. I put them in the Valio paint as well. So anyway, I digress. Here we go. with Evilson Scarlet. Right, trying to get majority of it off the brush and go towards the tip end first of the plume. So here we go, and then you'll see a slight kink in the tassel, so I tend to work the bristles towards where the pike head is, leaving a bit of a gap. Try and catch the natural light there. Again, I don't know whether you can see it, whether the lighting's correct. So anyway, on here again, right away from the metal, and again here, trying not to go all the way down with this dry brushing, and slightly higher up there, so you're getting a grade build up towards the edge of the top edge of the bristles on this helmet or crest. So again, I'm using quite an old brush really. It's a very old Citadel small dry brush. Does the job, still good enough to do the job. So what I do now, dry that off, well, clean it off, dry it off as best as I can. So here comes the next colour, which is Wild Rider Red. Now we want this to go on very, very lightly and in a set place. Can be a bit difficult, especially depending on how much brush paint you get left on your brush. So you really want next to nothing on this, if possible. So away we go, working that out. Basically there's next to nothing on the brush, and we'll start with a pike tassel at the very tips. Now you can see why I haven't painted the pike shaft. Then up towards the top near the pike head, trying to keep your bristles underneath the metal, so that gives you a bit more colour. Right, now the intricate bit. Well, it's not intricate, it's just got to be more controlled. Right, next to nothing on the brush, front corner edge, and then working your way down along the edge, so it gives it that definition and highlight, and then straight down here again, the corner, so you get that like that. I don't know whether you can see it. Right, this is the ochre bit. Turn the figure upside down, again mainly going to the edge and defining, oops, catching the camera again, defining that edge. Then again, more on brush, next to nothing where possible, and you see as it folds or curves there, I do a little bit there to emphasize, and towards the front, and then back on the edge of here. Hopefully you can see that. Let's see if it's prominent enough. Yeah, hopefully you can see that on there, and that's how I do the red crests and the plumes. Okay then folks, thank you very much for joining me yet again on the fourth part of this. It may be a little while before I can get more done on it. I'll try and squeeze some in, but I'm having my grandchild as from tomorrow, or our grandchild as from tomorrow, for a week. It's just over 2, so he's like a whirlwind. So whether I'll be able to get any painting done, I'm not sure. To be fair, he's a good lad. I have my work set up in the living room, so he always comes and looks. but he knows not to touch, and he's learnt that from very early. Even when one of my friends come round to sit in this swivel chair, he went, "No, grandads." So yeah, bless him, that's how much he knows. But yeah, he always comes and sits. He'll sit on my knee for a short while, bless him, and see what I'm doing. But you know what kids are like at that age. What's that? What's that? What's that? And they'll tell me colours sometimes, bless him. But yeah, I digress. But once again, folks, thank you very much for joining me. I'll try and get some in next week if I can, when I can. But yeah, please like, subscribe, all that YouTube gumph. I'm hoping that it reaches a bit further now to other people, and they start hopefully following the channel and subscribing. But yeah, once again, thank you all, and see you all again.